Guess who's back? Back again. It's your girl. Oh my god, it's not even focused. Oh, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Hey YouTube, it's your girl Portia Kay. Welcome back to my channel. Have you guys been enjoying the consistency? Your girl is finally back. She's getting her groove back. You know, your girl just graduated or whatever. So, I have some extra time on my hands. As you guys can see from the title, today we are going to be reacting. I really like this type of content. We're reacting to day-to-day things that people are going through. And I feel like the stuff that people choose to share online or just share in general are things that we can learn from. And I genuinely believe that there's a lesson behind everything that happens. So yes, it's a little bit for entertainment, but this is not a place of judgment. We can learn a lot from people's stories. And TikTok especially taught me that a lot of our experiences are not original. Now, whatever you're dealing with currently that you think no one could possibly ever understand, or that you think would be too much, be unrelatable to people, you realize a lot of people think those things. There's a lot of TikTok drama that I get so invested in. Just a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Victoria's Secret plus size model, Ashley Graham. Her sister went on TikTok and basically exposed her entire childhood. Girl, that shit was juicy. And there was this one video I saw on my For You page just the other day. I think I only watched about 30 seconds of the video and I just put it in my saved because I'm like, this might be a really good video to react to. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let me show you why this video captured my attention. The video was titled, "Since I'm going to jail, I'm exposing it all." I don't know who she's gonna be exposing, but listen, I'm here for the tea. I'm here for all of it. So if you're interested in watching today's video, please continue on watching. Before we begin, subscribe and like, and follow me on my social media accounts. All of those will be linked down in the description below. Let's get on with the video. So like I said, the video that we're going to be reacting to, I found it on TikTok. Shout out to the OP. Her name is Tavy. I don't know if I have permission. I don't know if I have permission to post this on my YouTube, but it's public and it was downloadable. So I kind of view that as a green light that I can react to this. But shout out to her. I will link her TikTok down in the description below. She's a pretty girl. I'm on her TikTok page right now. Let's start with part one. Ooh.
So I'm going to title this video, "Since I'm Going to Jail, I'm Exposing It All, Part 1. Because I don't know how many parts this shit gonna be. But y'all, when I tell you I'm telling it all, I'm saying names. Ain't no nothing. I'm saying names. I'm posting pictures. When I find some, I'm posting screenshots. I'm exposing it all because a bitch wanna fucking play with me for the same bitches that was playing with you. So I'm going to tell it all. Since nobody cares about what my side is, because y'all jealous assholes always wanted to issue with me regardless, let's tell it all.
Okay.
So come in and have a seat. So I started dating Danielle. That's my ex name. I started dating Danielle May 29th or some shit of last year, right? First day we linked up. She's an eater. Crazy eater. Literally made me come back the next day. We did our thing or whatever. Literally better than I even fucking expected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying,
wait, she ate. Wait. She ate it on the first date? You know what? Hell yeah.
Saying this stuff, y'all, because I feel like I gotta explain everything to know why I even stayed around in the beginning. That bitch is an eater. She's literally crazy. So yeah. So we started dating, and immediately, like, I noticed like red flags. So when we first started dating, she the first day I linked up with her, she had her friend Terry and her cousin come over or whatever. For her reasoning, she said, you know, we were strangers. She wanted to like not make me uncomfortable. She also wanted to make sure herself was safe. Cool, understood it. But at the same time, like, I had explained to her, like, you had a nigga around and that could have made anybody uncomfortable, just in a friendly basis. We talked about this. She said she understand. Cool. Her friend Terry, also the bitch who literally her whole fucking friends and family have dogged out in front of me. Okay, Terry literally liked me from very day one. Like, we was cool. Like, we were cool as fuck. She was always like complimenting me, always like telling me her business. The bitch even cried to me about some of her business, all type of shit. All of a sudden, like, as time goes on, the bitch starts feeling like we're beefing. So I'm asking Danielle, like, that's weird. Like, what's going on? Danielle's acting oblivious. Oh, I don't know. She just acts very weird around you. I never told her anything bad about you. I told her that I like you, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, really come to find out later on down the line that this bitch was literally texting Terry and lying on me. My ex was sending me full-fledged paragraphs and then sending my response to Terriana to act like I said something to her first. So I remember one of the text messages my ex sent me about like wanting me and being intentional with me, all type of stuff. And I responded back or whatever when I woke up. Why I go through her phone later on down the line, this is all a factor, and I see that she sent Terry my message, and then Terry gonna respond back, well, are you gonna tell her the truth? Like, basically trying to imply that she don't really like me like that. So Terry, so Danielle's like, oh yeah, I'ma tell her just the truth. Bitch, what's the truth? You literally sent me a text message first. That's character. This is what I'm explaining to y'all. This bitch is fucking weird.
That is very weird. That's very weird. Very odd behavior. I hate people who lie unprovoked. I mean, maybe as the story unfolds, it will explain why she lied like that, but like trying to make it seem like someone is more into you than they are to them that's so weird. Like,
so in dating her, outside of even that one bitch, they literally, which is they meaning her sister, any friends that was around the first week, anybody that would leave, they bashed them. They talked badly about them. The first fucking week that I started dating her, every single time I seen her, she had hella people at her house, right? Cool. But as soon as whoever would leave, everybody around would bash them. And the most person that everybody fucking bashed was literally the Terriana girl. So Terriana literally is like a dark skinned girl, like she smoke a lot of weed, like all type of shit, like bad body, whatever, right? They literally, as soon as she would leave, they would bash the fuck out of her. She's ghetto. She don't got no home training. She's ugly. She's dusty. That she would even come around, y'all, and literally be like saying like she's coming over there to stop her period so she can go fuck this nigga and fuck that nigga and fuck this nigga and fuck this nigga, all type of shit. So they dogged her out, literally. I literally.
ew. Ew. I hate people who obviously don't like someone but still continue to hang around them. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, that's so weird. Is that not weird behavior to you? There will come a time in your life where you have someone in your life that hates your guts, for whatever reason. They just don't find you amusing. They don't like you. They don't respect you. But they will never leave you. They will never walk away from you because they still want that proximity to you. Like me, if I don't like someone, like I can't fake it to save my life. I can't. I really wish I had the skill to pretend like I like someone, but I just don't. When I don't like someone, I'm okay with leaving and cutting the ties because it's like, why would I be around you if I don't enjoy being around you? And I really think people who surround themselves with people that they don't like, it's such a red flag. There are circumstances where that's fitting, like work. I mean, you're gonna have to deal with people you don't like all the time, and you should still remain like professional because you're in a professional setting. But friends, partners, why would I hang out with someone I don't like in those situations? It doesn't make any sense.
Literally told Danielle to her fucking face, you don't think it's weird that every time this girl leaves, y'all talk about her? She said, I mean, it's not really bad because everything we're saying we would say to her face. That's exactly what this bitch said. Everything we're saying we would say to her face. Did they ever say anything to her face? Absolutely the fuck not. So on top of Terry, there's this bitch named Zaria or whatever. Zaria is her sister Deani's best friend. I end up finding out that Danielle and Zaria used to fuck each other. Do I give a fuck about that shit? No. But the fact that you had me around this bitch and not saying anything, but yet you had a whole fucking hissy fit about me telling you that I'm still friends with a bitch that I literally have had sex with prior. So she's really a fucking hypocrite, and that's really what this all comes down to. Also, y'all, I'm telling these names because y'all, it's all legit. But I'm putting everything out, literally. So yeah, stay tuned.
I thought she was making up the names this whole time. The whole time she's saying their whole names. You know what? Period. Expels them.
So yeah, so she had the friend named Zara, whatever. Mind you, she's literally that like this is what she does. She's literally saying like, oh, Zaria don't like, she's not really my friend. She's my sister's friend. I don't really like her. I don't really even like her for my sister as her friend because I feel like she uses my sister. She doesn't treat my sister well. She's like manipulative to my sister. She's mean as fuck to my sister. All type of shit, right? Even the sister would say like, oh yeah, like that's her best friend, but she would always like make like little comments about like, oh, she's dumb for niggas or for bitches, and she got a kid and she don't care about her kids. She care more about niggas and bitches. They said the same thing about Tariana. Her I guess Tariana has, her son is autistic or something like that. So they literally would imply like, oh, he's only like this because she's always fucking random men and all type like that. When I tell y'all they literally bash this bitch business. I literally addressed it to Danielle within 5 days of meeting.
That's so ugly. That's so ugly of them. I'm sure Miss Tavy, the OP, is a cool girl, but like, if they said that around me, the way I'll be like, ew, like, why would you say that? Like, I'll be side-eyeing them from that because what do you mean? No wonder her kid is autistic because she's messing around with different men. That's a crazy thing to say. That's a crazy thing to say. Involving a kid that has nothing to do with the situation, a very innocent child at that. Oh, that's so mean and nasty and gross.
Me and her, I literally said, I think this weird that y'all talk about everybody or whatever. I even told one of my homegirls, like, bro, this is weird that every single time somebody leave, they talk about that person. My friend was like, that's a red flag, but she also just, we literally thought Danielle was autistic. Honestly, truly. So we let her get away with a lot of shit because I'm thinking like something wrong. Like she just don't know no better. That's genuinely, y'all, what I thought. That's genuinely what I thought. So it's like I let her get away with a lot of shit, bro, that she really should have never gotten away with. So in the midst of all of this or whatever, and getting to know Danielle, I addressed the fact that she's bashing on her friends and stuff like that or whatever. But, you know, they telling me, oh, we would say the same thing to them in front of their face. You're just new around, so you don't understand how we talk to each other. Whatever. Weird shit. Cool. So
also the excuse of when you call someone out for like talking shit about somebody else and they're like, well, I can always say it to their face. I can say it to their face. I can say it to their face. Well, yeah, you can say it to their face. So why aren't you? Why are you discussing this person that's not even in the room with me? What the fuck am I gonna do? The real issue you have is with this other person. So why are you telling me about it? If you can say it to their face, say it to their face. Why are you bothering me with that piece of information? Like,
she ended up having an ex or whatever. Mind you, y'all, this bitch bashed the fucking ex down. I could tell you every fucking second of this bitch business. From her fucking sisters, to her fucking ghetto ass mom, to her going to jail for prostitution, to her motherfucking making my ex sell cocaine for her, to her literally whipping on her kids, to her literally fucking niggas on her, to her stealing from her, to her allegedly paying all the bills. And I say allegedly because the bitch tried to say the same thing now that we're broken up and she paid all the bills. But yeah. So she bashed this ex so fucking much to me, and we would argue about it. So I'm like, bro, this is so weird. Mind you, this is the same ex that I ended up finding out down the line that she was talking to the whole time. The whole time. Mind you, her family, her friends, everything.
That's her girlfriend. That's her girlfriend. I'm sorry, but that's kind of even worse. Like, if I heard my girlfriend talk about their ex like that, that'll give me the ick. Would that not give you guys the ick? I feel like that'll give me the ick if I like saw someone that I'm like dating talk about people that way.
Every time I come around, they're bashing the ex. That was literally a red flag to me. I never opened up my mouth. I would just leave. When I would leave, I would always find that shit weird or whatever. Danielle treated me so nice and so sweet, and she acted like she was such a caring person for me that I really was letting the shit slide, but I would always address it to her like, that's weird, you need to stop doing that. She's like, yeah, I didn't expect them to say that in front of you, or I didn't expect them to say this, da-da-da, when in reality, it's you're telling all this girl's business. Y'all, why recently I brung up that I know she's gonna tell my business to these same bitches. She gonna say, I never even told you nobody's business, I just told you what happened to me. No, y'all, I can run this bitch whole fucking business down to the fucking ground. We used to argue because I'm like, why the fuck you keep talking about this bitch? She was trying to pry on, like, forced me to see the girl or whatever, like kept trying to get me to pry, to ask more questions, and I never did, bitch. I don't give a fuck. She just wanted to show the bitch off. The bitch is dusty to me, so I didn't give a fuck. But it's just like, why you even keep bashing her? Let me tell you why. So
there's a reason why. Like, why are you so obsessed? That's so weird. I'm gonna make a prediction. Again, I have not watched this in this story time, but I'm gonna make a prediction. I feel like her girlfriend, well, not her ex, has been f***ing that girl on the side. That's my prediction. And I feel like the reason why she bashes her when she's not in the room is to lay off the scent off of her.
A lot of these character things I will get over or whatever, because I was always just feeling like, I just liked her as a person at first. Like not as a person, actually. I'm lying. I liked her for how she liked me. I'm gonna say that. I liked her for how she liked me. So because of how she liked me or whatever, mind you, like, she's always like buying me stuff. She's always feeding me. She's always like doing all of these things. She's super sweet to me, always texting me, always attentive. If I call that phone, she answers, all type of shit, right? Literally, everything switched when one of her friends came in town. And I'm gonna change it to the next video because I see like time is going up and I don't want to have to stop. Next video.
Ooh, what do I think so far? Already there's so many red flags that are being shown to her, and she's just being like, la la la, I don't see anything. Obviously it doesn't end good, because judging from the title, she ends up in jail. So it's only gonna go down from here.
So yeah, so this is part 2. So Danielle had a friend named Ro, really pretty girl, African or some shit or whatever, like that, right? When she first mentioned Ro to me, she was like, oh yeah, everybody around me, my friends and my exes and stuff, they always really jealous of her or whatever, right? So I'm like, why would they be jealous of her? They was just like, oh, they just jealous of her, like all type of shit or whatever. And I'm just like, well, why? She's trying to imply that they just didn't like her being her friend. They felt like Ro liked her. They felt like Ro liked her and stuff like that or whatever, right? As the time went on, which was only like a week, I realized it wasn't about nobody being jealous of her. When it came to boundaries, regardless, Danielle lacked boundaries. So she literally would switch up depending on who she's around, depending on who she's talking to. Her morals, her principles, everything was literally different depending on who the fuck she was talking to, right? So, Rose seemed like she had her head on straight or whatever. I even told her, oh yeah, she's pretty, she's cute. Like, I feel like Rose the best looking one of everybody in this story. I'm gonna tell everybody else in this story is ugly as fuck, literally. So she's just like saying like,
I'm sorry that sent me, because she's she's dead ass. She looks so serious.
oh, like they're just jealous of her or whatever, right? And I'm just telling her like, well, like, as she explained it to me, I told her like straight up, like, I feel like, yeah, you just lack boundaries. I don't feel like it's jealousy. I feel like when it comes down to certain things, like, mind you, she's literally agreeing with me, like, okay, I'm glad you said that. Like, see, that's why I like you. You put other stuff in my head that nobody else does or whatever, right? Cool. So, hold on. The first situation we ended up getting into where we kind of like stopped talking briefly is because she was like spending her birth, like the time with Road or something like that, whatever. And it wasn't about her spending time with her, nothing like that. It was literally just about her like little comments that was said. Like she would call me and I would call her back. And when I call her back, she would answer the phone and she's like playing like this weird nonchalant role. She would play like the bitches in the background saying like, who the fuck you on the phone with? Hang up the phone. Like, just being real rude. I don't play shit like that, because what is even being said about me over there that, you know, motherfuckers is like, oh, hang up on her and don't answer the phone for her, like shit like that or whatever, right? Mind y'all, this is the same bitch who's literally kissing and worshiping the ground I walk on. That's literally why my friends even was okay with me dating her, because I literally always told them, they even seen it for themselves, heard that on the phone, seen text messages, everything, of this bitch literally always kissing and like pleading for me to be her person or whatever, right? She was super sweet in the beginning, super sweet. So, something ended up fucking happening, like, with the birthday thing, and it just was, like, weird, because it's like, you said the girl birthday was a week ago, but now you're still acting weird now, or whatever, right? And instead of her just saying, like, anything of what she just kept saying, like, oh, like, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I'm like, who's saying you doing something wrong? You will call me or you will text me. I text you back, you being dry. So I literally one day I text her because she was just being dry or whatever. And I text her and I was like, yeah, Danielle, we're done talking or whatever, right? So in the messages, she's like, okay, Natavia, didn't do anything, but okay, acting real nonchalant. Mind y'all, something that I'm also going to tell y'all about this girl that I've never experienced in my life is she will literally text you a certain way so she can go send it to her friends, but then be talking to you in person or talking to you on the phone in a completely different way because you don't have proof of that. So she was always downplaying every single person she's ever talked about or talked to in every way, like she was just this catch, and she just like everybody was just acting crazy over her, and she's just this chill, cool ass girl. She did that to me. She literally did that to her other friends. She did that to her sister. She did that to everybody she dated. Everything I seen on her phone, I'm gonna expose. So just stay tuned for that. So yeah, she was just acting real dry or whatever. So we ended up talking on the phone, and she understood completely what I was talking about when we was on the phone. But then I ended up getting drunk at nighttime or whatever, and I ended up sending her like a voice note. I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming. No, nothing. I literally was just like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you lack boundaries as a person. And mind you, this wasn't just about the road girl. It was literally about you, everybody in your life just take advantage of you, and you just move and jump and skip for every person. So that's literally what my voicemail was about.
I mean, her approach may be a tad bit intense, but I feel like, wouldn't you want that in a partner? I feel like that's really good of her to be like, you lack boundaries. You need a partner that's honest with you like that. And shout out to her for doing that. But I also, again, like more red flags, like the nonchalantness, something about it. I get icked out so bad. Like I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I'm getting so triggered because talk to my exes. I've ended relationships on the spot based on nonchalant behavior. That shit is so gross to me. You can't possibly be the love of my life and you're acting like that. Because I'm a very chalant person. Whatever I'm chalanting, you should be chalanting. Do yourself a favor and just stay away from those type of people.
Y'all got the voicemail because she sent it to everybody on her fucking phone like the loser ass bitch that she is. But yeah, she's on my phone like, oh no, I'm sorry that I made you feel like that. Like, you know, I'm glad that you tell me about myself because nobody else do. All type of shit, right? So, yeah, that was our first thing. So we stopped talking. Like, she never texted me back, but we had spoken on the phone. But we had just decided to, like, stop talking to each other. So then, like, I think, like, not even 2 days. The next day, I ended up, like, calling her, and she answered the phone or whatever. So I was just like, you know, being my playful stuff, like, oh, you miss me, da-da-da-da, whatever. She just like, yeah, I do, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, go through her text messages or whatever. She's telling people in the phone at this time. This was later on. I find out at that time she was telling people that, oh, she calling me. I don't know what the fuck she want. Oh, she watching my page. I don't know what the fuck she watching my page for. This bitch literally had a personality disorder or something because she acted like whoever the fuck she was around at the moment. And the shit really blew me because I was genuine as fuck with this girl the whole time, right?
Yeah, that's a sickness. How do you as an individual know you're the person that's pursuing me and chasing me, and then you go tell your friends the complete opposite, acting like I'm on your ass? That's a sickness.
So we literally naturally started back talking. Like, it was nothing. Center. I do billing and coding. I do administration, stuff like that. And then I also work as a midnight ballerina on weekends or whatever, right? So when I first met her, I was doing both. But the first day I met her, I literally told her straight up to her face, like, we're in front of her friend and everything. Like, yeah, I work at the club too on weekends and stuff like that. So she never said anything, bashed me about the club or whatever. But she did start telling me about how it's uncomfortable for her because her ex used to fuck niggas at the club, and her ex used to like bring niggas to the house and sit in the car with them for hours and text them and talk to them on the phone or whatever. Mind you, I literally will always tell her, like, everybody don't do that. So I get what you're saying. I get you trying to live, but everybody not the same or whatever. That's literally how she started dating me. And I feel like a little part of me started feeling like I had to prove some shit to her or whatever. And that's really where I fucked up because she's nothing to prove anything to. I knew what I wasn't doing anything wrong. That's all that mattered. So, yeah, that we ended up getting into an argument because she's a drunk, y'all. She's a fucking full-fledged alcoholic, like some fucking, the opposite of a crackhead. She's a drunk head. Like, when I tell you this girl is a full-fledged drunk, and that's really why we broke up. Because she's a drunk and she wouldn't get no fucking help. But yet, everybody's sitting there acting like I'm tripping. So let's get into that. So she was drunk as fuck or whatever, and I was telling her like I'm about to leave to go to work. Mind you, this girl will always tell me to come over to her house. Always wanted to lay up, always wanted to cuddle, always wanted me in her face, always wanted to see me all the time. Even y'all later, I found out this bitch was sitting there calling me, texting me to come over to her house, and then telling people like, oh, I just popped up. She just popped up. She just popped up. Like, bitch, stop fucking playing with me, bro. This fucking loser ass bitch really played with me so fucking bad, and it's really pissing me the fuck off. So yeah. So she got drunk, didn't want me to go to work or whatever, and she made a really rude comment like, oh, I ain't taking no stripper serious. So I said, but you dated a fucking prostitute for 3 years and took care of her kids while she fucked niggas on you. Because, bitch, you're not about to try to insult me and think that I'm gonna motherfucking shut my mouth, bitch, because it ain't happening, right? So yeah, in text message or whatever, when I brung it to her the next day because she was drunk as fuck, I brung it up to her the next day or whatever, and she's like, Natavia, I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you took it wrong. I'm sorry that you took it wrong. But then when I called her on the phone to explain to her, that's when her sister and her sister's best friend can hear me. Y'all, why this bitch did a whole 360 and start saying, okay, how you mad because I don't want to date a stripper? How you mad I don't, like, she literally tried to play in my fucking face, y'all. Like, she done that shit so many fucking times. She's one way with me, one way in my face, one way with text messages, but then get around other people and try to act like she's like that, bro. Like, and it just blows the fuck out of me because, bitch, who are you playing with, bro? Like, it drove me crazy. So I ended up screaming, cussing her the fuck out in front of them or whatever. I see that the friend was saying that I'm toxic, whatever. She ended up telling me, oh, my friend said that you're...
I'm still trying to figure out how all of this adds up to jail time. And I'm also trying to figure out why she stayed throughout all of this. Like, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes, and if we don't get to the point, we're hopping on to the next video. I'm sorry, girl.
Toxic, but I don't give a fuck what she say. I know your heart. I know that you didn't mean it like that. I just rubbed you the wrong way. But then I go through her phone, y'all, later at that time, and she's literally telling the girl, like, she is toxic. I just need to leave her alone. Bitch, what? You fucking weirdo bitch. So skip past all of that. The whole summer go by, and I'm with her constantly. Ended up finding out she don't got a car because she didn't tell me in the beginning. Ended up finding out she's married, military, which she lied. She acted like she just was military married. Everybody in the military did it, when in reality, it was a whole bitch that she...
Oh my God. And to add the cherry on top, she's from the military. She's from the military. If you know, you know.
The whole bitch that she actually was in a relationship before, like with before. So cool. A lot of stuff that like I was finding out, she would like apologize for. She would admit to me or whatever. Her friend at the time, the Terry girl, she even liked me at the time, so she was always explaining and vouching for her all the time. Cool, right? So I let a lot of shit go. At the end of the summer, that's when I ended up finding out that she fucked the Zaria girl.
Girl, we know you let a lot of shit go. Clearly.
Girl, because her sister brought it up. Her sister all crying, all type of weird ass shit. I guess cause she got a fucking crush on her friend. So her sister crying. Her sister started bashing her friend. Oh, she does this with everybody. She's a liar. I know she was never my friend. All type of shit, right? Come back for part 3.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed just from the 2 parts, from the 10 minutes I watched. I don't know why you stayed. I don't know why you went to jail. I don't even know if I want to continue because it's like, I can't relate to stuff like this.
So now we're gonna skip forward to the whole breakup. So yeah, I literally went to church, went to my friend's house. She started texting me, talking cash shit, y'all. She don't even talk like that. Started calling me all type of bitches. Yeah, get the fuck out of my house. I pay all the bills. Flexing so badly, y'all. I knew she was talking to somebody. So I literally was texting her like, bitch, who the fuck you trying to show out for? Because you pay all what bills, bitch? You pay, like, why would I ever lie if I got paid all the fucking bills by getting? That's some loser ass shit, but this shit that you play. I don't play like that. You fucking lame ass loser. The fuck? So literally, she started texting me talking cash shit or whatever, right? I ain't gonna lie. People know how to fucking rage bait me. I won't lie to you. Bitch, when I get mad, I get mad as a motherfucker. Because it takes me a long time. So
I still don't know how she went to jail. I wish I had the patience to watch the whole thing, but like, I'm just, no. I can't relate to this. There's not really much I can add aside from why would you do that? Yeah. But that was crazy. I don't know how this video turned out. I guess I'm gonna see when I edit it, but What did you guys think of the story? Comment it down. Me personally, I didn't really like the story because I genuinely think the girl's too beautiful to be tolerating half of the shit that she was talking about. Like, I'm just like, it took a bit of time for her to finally make the step. She came to her senses eventually, so I will give her that. Shout out to Miss Natavia. Thank you for telling your story, girl. I'm so happy that you stepped away from that ex of yours because she just seemed a mess. She seemed a mess. And she did not need to drag you further down into her mess. So I'm glad you finally walked away. I'm also glad you didn't end up in jail. Like, I actually thought you were gonna go to jail. Going to jail over a significant other is just, it's not a cute look. I'm glad you're doing okay, girl. Oh my God, guys. Clearly I was not paying enough attention and I should have gave this story a chance because she actually did go to jail. She actually went to jail. I was getting kind of like irritated and I couldn't sit down because the story was so long, but there will be a part 2 because I rewatched her TikToks and oh my God, the story gets juicy. It gets juicy.
I smacked the shit out of this bitch. I smacked fire out of her ass because, bitch, you really have me fucked up. Am I fucking glorifying domestic violence? No, I'm not, but that bitch had me fucked up, bro. As you can see by the title, I'm turning myself in.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more of me, which, I mean, completely understandable. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.